let's stay on the topic of boundaries real quick. Are you currently in a relationship?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Is it with a man, woman, like non-binary?
With a woman.
With a woman. So you're in a relationship with a woman.
Yeah.
What is that dynamic like, knowing that you're a person who gets paid to cuddle with other people?
Well, it's great, but it's not a traditional monogamous relationship to begin with. So
what does that mean?
We have sex with other people too. We both cuddle with other people, date other people, have sex with other people, whatever.
Okay, so let's explore that for a second, right? Do you feel as though the experience as a professional cuddler would have been the same if you were in a traditionally monogamous relationship?
I'm going to turn that around a little bit.
Okay.
And because I've gotten this question before, right? And I've thought about this. And the way I would put it is, who I am as a person, I'm seeking a partner who understands that cuddling is a healthy, nurturing, caring, and important thing to provide for people.
Okay.
And if someone doesn't understand that about me or the work that I'm doing, they're not a good partner for me.
Sure.
Separately from whether they're comfortable with cuddling.
Okay.
Right? And so somebody who's going to be a partner for me, monogamous or non-monogamous, is somebody who's going to see what I'm doing as valuable and vital for the world, not just something that they might be uncomfortable with.
Yeah, I can see that. But the reason why I asked the question is I've spoken to a few professional cuddlers throughout this experience, and the general consensus is they've often explored or are currently in non-monogamous relationships, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a correlation in my mind, right?
Absolutely.
Whereas people who are very accepting of sharing their bodies with other people would probably be less dismissive of someone who does that regularly, even if it's professionally, right? In fact, you're probably crossing less of a boundary by being a professional cuddler versus, having sex with other people, right? Mm-hmm. But you're already accepting having sex with other people, so professionally cuddling someone is cupcakes. You know what I mean? Like, for lack of a better word.
Again, accurate, 100% accurate.
Right. So
cupcakes is how I'm going to describe professional cuddling from now on.
Yeah. Are you cupcaking? You cupcaking over there. But in all seriousness, I'm seeing that correlation. I think within the community of people who are into non-monogamous relationships, it's easier for them to not get jealous or get judgmental, because in a lot of ways they're sharing their bodies as well, in a very honest way with their partners, which is completely fair and appropriate, which is how it should be if you're going to do that. But there's a strong correlation. So I'm trying to imagine a straight man who is also in a fully monogamous relationship, right? Being in a space where they are going out in the world and entertaining, I don't want to say entertaining, but servicing people in such a way where there's a lot of intimacy, physical closeness, right? Conversations that are of very private sometimes. I'm sure you have a lot of private conversations with people. I think this is just an opinion. People can judge me all they want. Anybody who's in a, especially hetero monogamous relationship might find difficulty in that. That's just an opinion.
I totally agree that a lot of people would find difficulty in that.
Yeah.
And what I would say it takes to thrive in that kind of relationship with someone who's a professional cuddler is security, right?
Yeah.
Is knowing yourself and being secure in yourself, knowing your partner, being secure in who they are, and security in the relationship dynamic, right? So knowing they're going out to cuddle with other people, they're going out to cuddle with other people, but they still care about me, right? My relationship is safe.
Yeah.
I don't need to worry about that.
Got
I don't
it.
need to be scared about that just because this other thing is happening. I know people, I've seen people say that their male partner, a woman I know said their husband, her husband, shouldn't let another woman ride on the back of his motorcycle.
Of course not. Of course not. Of course they're gonna say that. Come on. Listen.
Are they? This is to me like a ridiculous level of control to expect over your partner. Like if your partner says, "Listen, you mean so much to me, and I love the special thing that we share, where you ride on my motorcycle. I don't want to share that with anyone else." That's one thing, right? But if she says, "You're my property, and you're not allowed to do this thing with other people," it's not a sexual thing. It's not a romantic thing. It's just a fun thing. Then that's some, said not to swear. That's not great. I think that's BS, right? Now, there is a question of like, what like, and to me, this comes back to what are your relationship agreements? What do you agree to not do with other people for the sake of your partner?
Right.
And I mean, let's say you're dating a preacher. Who has
okay.
Right? Let's say it's in a sect or a branch of Christianity where preachers can get married, have families, all this stuff.
Okay.
Right? But they're also having really personal conversations with people at times.
Okay.
They're also serving their congregation in a way that for other people might feel like crossing some boundaries, might feel like too intimate.
Sure, of course.
That's another example where you might say, whoa, how do you deal with this person who goes and has these personal conversations, provides spiritual guidance, whatever. But that's a fundamental part of who that person is, and it's something he's providing for the world. He's doing for the world. They're doing for the world because it's a good thing to do, and it's necessary for these people.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, I think as the world evolves, we've progressively gotten more accepting of a lot of things that might have been taboo in the past. But I think some of the things that are currently niche, like professional cuddling, it's not a widely accepted like service or practice. Mm-hmm. So there's gonna be pushback, right? I'm pretty sure there was a time where even massaging
absolutely. That's exactly it.
Yeah,
massage used to be stigmatized.
Exactly. If you're massaging another man's wife and you're getting paid for it, like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, get out of here. I'm getting a massage. You know what I mean? Like, you see, so I'm looking at it from the lens of like, this is just progressively something that might be more accepted over time. But right now you're not in a space where people could like be super comfortable with it. Or they're not going to be in a space where heterosexual people are going to be doing it to others that they're not, physically attracted to, right? It's just not accepted. So I get that. I think over time it might be a little different, but right now it's a tough sell, right? That's just what it is.
And my bigger point, because I think you're totally right. And you're kind of looking at the reality of the world as it is right now.
Sure.
And I'm trying to talk about like a couple things. The world as I think it should be.
Okay.
Right? Where these things are more accepted. But also to share the fact that my life has gotten so much better. And I am so much happier that I have learned to let go of some of the judgments and some of the restrictions I placed on myself for doing things I wanted to.
Yeah.
Or for not doing things I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Back to earlier when I said that it was so hard for me to say no, that first time I practiced in a cuddle party.
Yeah.
Through professional cuddling, learning about boundaries, learning how important it is to maintain them exactly where they are and not lie to myself and say, no, it's okay to do a little bit more than I want to do.
Yeah.
I have stopped doing so much stuff that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Imagine if someone just said, hey, Jeff, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do anymore.
Yeah.
Socially, sexually, whatever other parts of your life, right? Wouldn't that be amazing? And the thing is, it's not that, like, I'm not going to make that blanket of a statement, but there's so much I think that we do that we don't want to do. And so much of that we can stop. It's unnecessary.
Well,
we can just let go of that.
I think it's hard for me to connect with that statement only because I've already put myself in a place where I'm pretty hard-headed and stubborn. You know what I mean? So like I'm actively filtering out things that I don't want to do, right? Not everything. I mean, it's unrealistic to say that anything that I don't want to do, I'm just not going to do. I mean, if that was the case, like I probably wouldn't work out as much. You know what I mean? But I do work out some days, even when I don't. But there are certain things that just come with the territory of just, holding yourself responsible for things that, the act of being responsible for them, the things you do to be responsible, you might not want to do. But, there's levels.